We'll look deep in the past to see what we see and find another film with an anniversary. It's now 40 years old, it's 40 years young. We've got to celebrate it and have lots of fun. John's excited to watch it, can't hope for a thrill. We just gotta review it because if not us, who will?
Welcome back to In the Spotlight. My name is John Horton.
And I'm Kyle Pierson, and today we're celebrating another 40th anniversary. This one is a Steve Guttenberg film you may not have heard of. It's Bad Medicine, filmed somewhere in between Police Academy 1 and 2, I believe. This is not one of his more popular films like Cocoon or Short Circuit. This one is actually to be found for free on YouTube. Not the free without ads or whatever YouTube. It's just somebody uploaded it on YouTube because even the film company themselves apparently doesn't care what happened to this movie. It's kind of like Police Academy, in which he's in a area that he shouldn't be in. He shouldn't have been a cop. He didn't really want to be a cop. He just wanted to get thrown out. This is actually kind of the reverse. His family wants him to be a doctor. He doesn't really necessarily want to be. He knows he needs to follow in his family's footsteps. He gets kicked out of everywhere. Nobody will accept him. His grades are too low. So they find the worst possible hospital system. It happens to be in Latin America, and they'll accept him. And when he gets there, he discovers just how bad the situation is. You're going to see people from Airplane. You're going to see people from Revenge of the Nerds. You're going to see Alan Arkin, who's actually the one, to me, who steals the show because his scenes are actually pretty funny. The rest of it is pretty paper thin. It's another film where they've got a premise that they think should be funny enough to keep the comedy flowing, and it doesn't really flow that much. There's a few laughs here and there. I actually would have preferred to spin off with just Alan Arkin, to be honest. I thought he was very funny. But if you're looking for a Steve Guttenberg film, every one of his Police Academy films is funnier than Bad Medicine. John?
I would tend to agree with you on this. Oh, I'm not going to tend to agree. I will agree with you on this. It's not a bad movie. I didn't turn it off. I stuck with it from start to finish. I didn't hate it. It was just not funny. Not funny at all. And it had a really good cast. Alan Arkin, top of the line, steals the fucking show. It's got Steve Guttenberg in there. He was in Short Circuit. He was in Police Academy. You've got, oh, crap.
Julie Haggerty from Airplane and Airplane 2.
Yep. God, I'm trying to remember the booger's name. Curtis Armstrong. Curtis Armstrong, who played Booger in Revenge of the Nerds, and he was in both Better Off Dead and One Crazy Summer. It's got another alumni from Police Academy. That guy play like the same character every single fucking time, where he speaks with the accent, but he's really not. You know, in Police Academy, he's the lover boy.
That was the same guy?
Yes.
Because I thought when he first popped up, I'm like, he reminds me of George Martin.
That's it. That's the guy.
Police Academy. But he's talking, I'm like, I don't think that's the same guy because he seemed too young to be the same character. That's really the same guy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
surprised I didn't get off this page.
I should have looked it up. But yeah, I'm just plain old George Martin.
Robert Romanus. And he was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Why is he not listed for... Don't you fucking tell me I'm wrong about this.
I'm telling you, you're right.
That's got to be the guy.
It's not the guy. He resembles the guy.
I might be thinking of...
Eddie White.
Ridgemont High. What year did Police Academy come out?
84. We missed the Police Academy 2 40th anniversary because that was in March. But
Okay.
look forward to the Police Academy 3 40th anniversary in March of 2026.
Exactly. And we won't say anything further about that character not being that was in Bad Medicine being in Police Academy because
Wasn't the guy, was it?
he was in he's that guy from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Kyle, remember?
That's fine. And Curtis Armstrong, much funnier in the other movies you mentioned. He's playing a straight character in this, and that's not what he is best at. He's better at playing more eccentric types, and yeah. So it's Julie Haggerty is a person I'd be interested to meet, because I get a feeling that what we see on the screen is her, because no matter what movie I'm seeing, that's her up there. It's the same. It seems like the same character. She seems like she'd be an extremely sweet, nice person. So book her next. Actually, you know who I want to book from Police Academy? Colleen Camp. She was Tackleberry's wife, and she was in Smoking the Bandit 3. And I want to find out if that whole Bandit thing is true. So we need to get her on. We'll talk about Police Academy 3, and we'll find out about Smoking the Bandit 3 while we're at it.
There we go.
A bunch of stuff. She was in Die Hard 3. She's in a lot of 3s.
It's not always a good thing.
No, but so far I'd like those. So.
But what else was I going to say about this movie? Because I was right in the...
Do you have a top 10 of this? That hopefully...
No, we're not doing the top 10 yet.
Okay, I was going to say, I just hope one of them isn't. By the way, did you know?
Yeah, no. Actually, it's not.
Our top 9...
Well, let me think. Let me get back on track here. You take a drink.
You know what? This will be a good time to promote Anaconda. December 25th, only in theaters. There, see? Short and sweet. It doesn't always have to go into a whole thing each time. People get it. It's coming.
Thank God for that.
Bad Medicine.
Bad Medicine. But back to... Okay.
So
that guy wasn't in. What?
Did you want me to go back to Anaconda?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. God, no. Bad Medicine's fine. It should have been a better movie. It wasn't a bad movie, but it should have been a lot better.
It could have been better medicine.
Yes. We're
on the roll tonight.
Yes, we are. And there's not a lot to say about it. So we will move from there to 10 things that you...
Dun, dun.
There's not... I really don't have 10 things that you might not know about Bad Medicine. No, wait. Hear me out.
How many do we have? Just give me the number. It doesn't have to be 10. It could be any number.
We don't have any, because everything that I found about Bad Medicine was just not interesting. I mean, it had things on there like the movie was filmed in this place. It had...
Where was it filmed?
In Latin America. No, actually, I think it was Spain.
Is it Spain and Latin America?
Is it? I thought Latin America was down below us.
Where's Spain?
Wait a minute here. Let's get to the bottom of this.
But
how do these things fall apart so
I
easily?
knew it. I just figured it was shot in LA or something, and they just made it look like Latin America.
No, it was let's see here. This was filmed entirely on location in Spain.
There you go. Spain. I would have thought with a movie with this budget, there was no way they went to Spain.
Yeah, exactly. But there's no good trivia. There's trivia like that. It's based on a book called Calling Dr. Horowitz. It's two of the cast members are first named Julie. I mean, whoop-de-fucking-do. Those are not entertaining. Those are not things that are going to carry on a conversation of intelligence between you and I, Kyle. And it's not something that's going to stimulate our viewers.
But yet, we just had a conversation about it regardless.
Ass. So instead of 10 things you might not have known about bad medicine, what I have for your pleasure is 10 things about movies from 1985. All of the movies in 1985 had a 40-year anniversary, so I'm just going to give you a couple little things here and there. 10 of them, actually. 10 movies with 10 pieces of knowledge that you may not have known about. How about that? That'll be interesting. That'll be stimulating.
Okay.
A View to a Kill. View to a Kill, James Bond. It is the only James Bond film that had a disclaimer. What's the disclaimer? The name Zorn or any other name or character in the
Oh
film
yeah,
is
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
What?
It's not affiliated with. Yeah,
Yeah, because there's actually a dude named Zorn who is a fashion designer.
yeah,
Imagine
yeah.
that.
I just saw that movie. Yeah, because I just watched all of them again.
That was a good flick. I like that one.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Really?
I know it was Roger Moore's least favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw an interview where he was talking about he thought it was too violent, and he said he was 90 years too old to play the part or something like that. I thought it was the best one to me,
Wow.
because I think in his mind, he was thinking more along the lines of the Sean Connery James Bonds, and that's what he kind of wanted James Bond to be. Meanwhile, Hollywood was trying to drift, more into a more action-packed Bond, scenario. But that was the movie that really caught my eye and got me interested in Bond in the first place. So,
Right. Well, Grace Jones was in it.
mhm.
Christopher Walken, the fight on the bridge.
Mhm.
That was the most unbelievable shit.
Well, I love the part where they're driving. He's in the car. He's driving on top of buses, and the back of it breaks off. He's still driving with the front wheel. I mean, it's just so. Again, yeah. If you're really attached to the originals, that one is too silly, and I can see where you're like, man, what are they doing to James Bond?
Right.
I wasn't attached to the originals, so that was the one where I'm like, oh, this is fun. Let's have more of this. So again, it's all timing.
The first thing that you did not know that I throw out there and look at the back and forth the see how well that worked out. The Breakfast Club.
What about the
Did you
Breakfast Club?
know
Probably not.
that originally Judd Nelson's part was going to be played by John Cusack?
No.
But director John Hughes said John Cusack is not bad boy enough. He's not tough enough. So Judd Nelson got the part.
I can see that.
Yeah. Not
I
really.
probably liked it better. I really like John Cusack. Everybody talks about that being like the quintessential 80s film.
Oh,
Everybody
no.
can relate to one of the characters in the Breakfast Club. I have never had that feeling. I remember in the 80s seeing it, thinking, I don't relate to any of these people in this movie. The closest one, Anthony Michael Hall's character, I was the closest I guess I would, but I thought he was too overly dramatic. And I'm like, no, I'm not, I'm not feeling this. And I never, I was more of a, if we're talking about John Hughes, I was more of a 16 Candles, fan than, 16 Candles, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, that scenario than a, or Pretty in Pink. I didn't like that either.
I've never seen Pretty in Pink, and I think I would say it probably within the last 10 years is the first time I seen Breakfast Club.
Really?
That's only because of Stacy.
Well, what do you think?
It's all right, I guess.
Well,
I mean, I wouldn't go back and do a rewatch of it anytime soon.
yeah. But yeah, everybody loves that. And I never quite. So when people talk about, it's, I don't know. You and I didn't really fit a mold.
Yeah, that's true.
The show that I thought was the most, accurate portrayal of the 80s to me was Freaks and Geeks. Did you ever see that? Oh, by the way,
You see that?
I figured out how to do this. You actually have to turn on a setting to do it.
Oh,
so Eileen, we figured it out.
Well, I've got recognized hand gestures on.
The thing is, and I'm not entirely sure that the settings, on the I don't know if it's recording them. That's why we couldn't see Eileen. Eileen was doing all those cool things, and I don't think any of them recorded. Because I thought they were distracting, because we did a couple episodes and that happened before we got to Eileen's. And I'm like, what's going on? So I'm like, whatever that is, and I turned it off. So then we're doing it. We're having her demonstrate it. It wasn't recording them. So I'm like, okay. So if you couldn't see, we had all these explosions and and hearts just coming out of my hands because of something you can do on there. But
you can't see it.
So. But I don't think you can see it. But just imagine it in your mind if you would. And
now, watch what happens when I do this. You see it, Kyle? You see it? That's my favorite one out of all of them. I love doing that one.
You're so good at it, though. Everybody's got something that they're really good at, and that's yours.
Got to be proud about something.
I'm going to say spelling's not it. Okay, people, I got to tell you a story. It's time for another drink. So, we lived in Lansing, Michigan, and between my house and his house, there was a strip club.
Oh my God, you're going to tell that fucking story.
So we had never been in. We were in high school. We couldn't go in. But we just always assumed what kind of things go on, seedy type of things, it's probably more than just people stripping. There's probably, some other type of activity going on at the corner strip club. Well, one day, John and I are passing by, and John knows right on the sign. Oh my God, they're coming right out and saying what they've got inside there. They've got but are not. These are not free. These are special. Yes. It's been like 40 years. Working with this. These horse. And John, he's got to look at us. He's like, "You're not gonna believe it." This house. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Think worst.
I think it's Italian.
You might even have hors d'oeuvres.
Can you go over that again, Kyle?
Oh, that's so funny. If anybody's watching this, they're like, well, that ain't even funny.
Yeah, because nothing that you just said was understandable, and your audio kept cutting out.
Okay, so what happened?
You gotta take a breath, Kyle. You gotta breathe in, breathe out, take a drink. Don't choke on it. People are gonna think I cut your audio.
Oh, oh, I'm gonna have
Are you okay now? Do we
bad
need
medicine.
to call Paul? Porky's Revenge. Did you know?
Okay,
Speaking of strip clubs, you okay now?
fine.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
You sound like you got a fucking chicken over there.
I uh, that's funny. Oh, but you know, you every once in a while something hits you just right.
Yeah, it sure
Oh,
does.
thanks for that. You've given me a lifetime of laughs. Porky's, what?
Porky's Revenge. The writer director of Porky's Revenge, Bob Clark.
Uh-huh.
They asked him to do a third one, part 3. He was wanting to. He said, "Just give me some time because I'm filming." The guy that made the Porky's movies said, "Give me a little bit of time on part 3 because I'm filming Rhinestone right now."
That was the same guy?
Yeah,
I didn't know
I
that.
think I could be
No,
wrong,
no.
but I think he also no, I'm pretty sure he also did Police. No, not Police Academy. um, Christmas Story. Hang on. Let me get back here. I don't want to fucking sign in. We really need
This is
to
not good.
come
This is
up
not good.
Bib Clark.
I've lost my shit.
You have.
Oh.
Fuck me. Bob Clark. Yes, Bob Clark directed Christmas Story. And
Porky's Revenge?
he did Porky's 1 and 2. And he did Black Christmas,
Hmm.
which was like before Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Black Christmas is actually Halloween went, hey, we can make holiday themed horror movies. Fucking A. But anyway, Bob Clark was supposed to do part 3. He just needed to finish his time on Rhinestone. Studio said, no, we don't want to wait that long, and they hired somebody else to do it, which would explain why it's such a drastic drop in quality, because Porky's Part 1 and 2 were high caliber comedy. Part 3, not so much. And Bob
I like
Clark was extremely pissed that they did that.
I like 3 better than 2.
Did you really?
I didn't like 2 at all.
I liked part 2 with the Ku
Really?
Klux Klan and the senator or the guy running for governor with the girl at the restaurant. Big Bob Epphart, and she's got the stuff in her fake tit, the vomit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was just. Is that the one that had the? I've looked at every disgusting frame of this film twice. Is that 2?
That's the one.
Yeah, well, maybe I like 2 better.
That was good. Let's see here. What else we got? Let's get that out of the way. Young Sherlock Holmes from 1985. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah, actually, that was another one on the list. I don't remember if we. Crap, we might have to do that one too.
Yeah. Well, we can't because I'm doing trivia from it right now, and I can't take
Okay.
away from my 10 trivia things.
Okay, good. Then we're done with. Okay, we can skip that one.
Young Sherlock Holmes is the first movie
With
to
CGI.
ever fully feature CG.
CGI characters. Oh yeah, I shouldn't do that. I do this, you can't tell what my hand's doing. It was pointing, so it doesn't. It doesn't look good. CG, but yeah, CG
But yes,
character, the stained glass window.
yep, and it is the first time it was ever done. CG was used prior to this movie, but never on a full character.
Sure, that's right. CG was used. Well, you had Tron did.
Star Trek's done it.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then they had the Last Starfighter, but yeah, it was the first character, CGI character. That was pretty cool.
I've never seen Young Sherlock Holmes. Never.
Really?
I don't even know who's in it.
It's a what if. Even I remember at the very beginning of the film, it says, you know, we realize in the books they did not meet each other till later. This is just a nice little, what if story. However, the ending felt very Temple of Doomish. So, and it's Spielberg. So it was kind of like, okay,
Huh.
why are you repeating yourself? But
Right.
it was all right up until the end. And I thought the ending just kind of a little weird.
I would have to check that out. I've always wanted to see that one. I think it was a comedy, right? Or no?
Yeah, it's comedy. There's comedy in it, but it tries to be a pretty, it's just a little more comedy version of a real Sherlock Holmes story, just with younger people. So it was cute. It was interesting. I liked it, but it wasn't,
Apparently not that good.
Yeah,
Only had one.
I've seen it maybe twice in my life.
The movie Mask, the true life story of Rocky Dennis. Is that his last name Dennis or Dennis Sutton?
I think it's Dennis.
So do I.
Yeah, the Eric Stoltz.
Now, this one is questionable. Originally, they wanted Anthony Michael Hall to play the role, but he refused it because he didn't want to be in that much makeup and hide his face. So they passed it along to Eric Stoltz. That is a questionable, maybe it is, maybe it's not, little known fact. I can't verify that. But I did see a picture when I was looking this up of the real Rocky Dennis and Eric Stoltz in the makeup. They did a damn good job on that makeup.
The Rocky or Ricky?
Rocky.
Rocky.
Yeah.
I can't remember. The Dennis part sounds right though.
Yep.
But yeah, I haven't seen that movie since that came out either.
I don't even know if I've seen that one or not. I know I've seen bits and pieces of it.
I think I saw it not too many years after Elephant Man.
Yeah, Elephant Man broke me on those kind of movies.
Yeah,
I did not want to see another drama that had that.
That was killer. Excellent movie. Everybody should see it once. But
yes, absolutely.
But once is maybe all you can handle. It's rough, but it's good.
Silver Bullet trivia. Gary Busey. This may not be very good trivia because he got Gary Busey is what we're starting off at. He ad-libbed most of the movie. Most of the movie, his lines were all ad-lib. Is it trivia or an expectation from Gary Busey?
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he? Yeah, is he trying to make the lines better, or just remember what they were in the first place?
Exactly. He got in trouble recently at a convention. This is like probably within the last 5 years. He got in trouble at a horror convention for groping the female fans that came up to take pictures with him.
This happened to the guy from Karate Kid.
What?
The bad guy in the Karate Kid.
Martin Cove?
Yes. He the he was at a convention a few months ago. This just happened with one of the females from Cobra Kai, and they saw each other and they were like hugging or something, or she came up behind him to say hi or something, and he grabbed her and bit her, and so there was this big to do about it, and she was furious, and he's like, look, I was just trying to be nice, and they're like, you freaking bit her, and it was really weird. So then there was a question of whether or not he was going to continue doing the conventions or not. I don't know how it all played out. I think he's still been listed at some, but yeah, that's
Holy
all.
shit.
Yeah, so all of a sudden it was like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? So
I gotta look that shit up. That's fucking crazy.
yeah, and that was a legit story 3-4 months ago.
Wow.
I think it was that long ago.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Busey was groping girls at a convention, and one of them finally called the cops. The cops came and took him away. He's
Wow.
been banned from that convention. I don't remember what the resolution of it ended up being, if they took it to court or what his situation is now. But blame it all on the motorcycle accident and brain damage and shit.
Mhm.
So, next one up, Police Academy Part 2. Let's see if we've talked about this one many times on the show lately. Let's see if you knew that one of the original people who they wanted to play Zed was.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Bill Paxton.
Really?
That's what I read.
Really?
Which would have totally fucking, I don't know that would have been any good at all.
It would have been, I mean, you see him in Terminator.
If you put that character from Terminator in Police Academy, I don't think it would have worked.
No. I mean, the whole Goldthwait's got that whole persona. So I think Paxton would have been goofy, but probably to a more of a much more serious slant, where Goldthwait is just crazy.
Yeah, the reason Paxton did not do it is because number one, they wanted multiple movies out of him, and number two, he wanted to do a different movie.
Yeah.
A little flick called Aliens.
Oh, well, I can see that. Game over, man.
The next piece of trivia we have from a movie that was released in theaters in 1985, the Care Bears movie. Did you know that in the Care Bears
I can tell you already, I don't know. If it has anything to do with the Care Bears movie, I know nothing about Care Bears.
There's two Care Bears that were not featured in there. I'm sorry, one Care Bear and a Care Bear cousin that were not featured in the Care Bears movie. And that was True Heart Bear and Noble Heart Horse.
And why not?
God damn it.
Why were they not included?
Because they had alcohol. They were in rehab.
Well, you never know.
Commando. What do we have for Commando? The shopping mall that they used in the movie Commando is the same shopping mall that was in Terminator Part 2.
All right.
Did you ever see the movie The Howling Part 2? With Sybil Danning?
Yes.
She agreed to do that movie on one stipulation, that it didn't focus heavily on her doing nudity, because she was getting tired of doing nudity. And the folks behind it said, yeah, sure. We'll cut back the nudity scene. And then at the very end of the movie, during the credits, they flash 17 times her ripping off her top and exposing her breastises.
That was 2. I was thinking that was 4 for some reason. That was 2.
Yep.
I remember that because I remember you and I was like, "What are they doing?" It was so weird. So that's the reason behind it.
Yep. They wanted her naked, but she wouldn't do it so that's how they got around it.
I'm surprised.
Boy, would I be pissed about that.
Oh man, I'm yeah, for sure. I'd be like, what are you? Yeah, that was ridiculous.
The last movie from 1985 that I have a piece of trivia from that I selected, you already know this. I know you do.
Okay.
A lot of our fans might know this. Our fans. How's that sound? A lot of the people who are skimming through, fast forwarding through this video probably know this, but I thought this would be an interesting little side topic. In Back to the Future, the role of Marty McFly was originally going to be played not by Michael J. Fox, but by Eric Stoltz, who starred in Mask as Rocky Dennis. Now, you knew that. I knew that.
Everybody knows that.
But how interesting. Have you ever watched any of the raw footage of Eric as Marty McFly?
Yeah.
I never have. How was it?
It's not, they don't show you enough. Because, the scene I saw was the one where he's at the counter and you see George McFly and then you see, his face, he comes around the corner. Where'd you go?
How'd you do that?
Didn't do anything.
I'm on the other side. This whole fucking time I've been over here on the left side of my screen. Now I'm on the right side of my screen. Wait a minute. Let me.
I don't know what I think maybe something cut out and then it cut back in. And
no, lean over. You lean.
Oh no! Don't. I got to turn these things off. If we can make things move around from the way we're looking.
Point that way. Do it. What the fuck?
Nothing's happening.
Fuck it.
Weird. Anyway, what were no, it's the scene where they're at the diner and he's looking around and goes, you're George McFly. But that's it. That's the only scene that I've seen where it's actually seen it. And he acts it out. What's really interesting about the difference is not necessarily, and then the costume's different. He's wearing like a black leather jacket instead of the life preserver. And but Doc's hair is flatter. It's not as Doc-ish. Right. So it was almost better that they go back and redo it because it also improved Doc at the same time. So, and there's also another thing. I just spotted this today. So I don't know if that, because I wanted to do some more research on it. But I just saw this today because people were making a comment in Back to the Future. They say something like, does your family have a TV? Yeah, we have 2 of them. He goes, oh, he's joking. Nobody has 2 TV sets. And then there's a shot of George watching Jackie Gleason, and the TV is setting on a bigger TV. So they own 2 TVs. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's not right at all, because he wheels the TV in. It's not on a TV. He wheels it in like on a tray. And he goes, no, we can watch Jackie Gleason while we eat. But every image I saw was actually right. So it looks like in one camera angle, they roll out the TV on a tray and it's got rabbit ears. The other angle, the TV is on a bigger TV that's probably dead and they're just using it for furniture. That's why they only have, maybe they had a TV and that one died and they bought another TV, but they don't have 2 working TVs. But they put the other TV on it and there's like a cable box on top of it instead of the antennas. So I was wondering if when they reshot the sequence with Michael J. Fox, if originally it looked one way And then
Yeah.
when they reshot it, they put it back together, and now it looks another way, and you don't really notice it at first unless you're going frame by frame. But if you look at that, the TV thing changes drastically depending on which angle
Huh.
you're looking at. And there are, in fact, two TVs. So, and I just saw that for the very first time today. So I want to double check and see. But I was looking at a meme, and it looks like a different couple of others. That is, in fact, what happens. It changes. There's an inconsistency in the two shots. And I know there's a few things. I think there's even a scene where Eric Stoltz is still in it, over his shoulder, because when they went back, they couldn't get Doc or something to be able to do one of the sequences, so they shot Marty talking to nobody, and then but over the shoulder is Doc, so the shoulder is probably Eric Stoltz's shoulder. Even though, so he may technically still be in the movie. Actually, they're pretty sure he's still in the movie.
That would be wild.
Yeah. So yeah, that's got to be. I can't imagine being Eric Stoltz and knowing that you were that close, and then having that happened. I mean, that's not cool at all. And I saw an interview too with Tom Wilson, who played Biff, and he got a call, and he knew something wasn't working with the movie. And he got a call, and they said they wanted him to come down to the studio, and he's like, oh, and he thought he was getting canned. And then they said that they let Eric go, and then his reaction instead was, I'm still, so like, oh no, Eric. He's like, I'm still employed. So but yeah, he was saying that it just wasn't jiving correctly. So, and Michael J. Fox has since said also, he answered it the best way he could. They said, well, what do you think? And he says, they needed an idiot and they got an actor, so they had to replace him with me. And I'm like, that is the classiest answer to that you could make, because how do you, that's got to be rough.
Right, exactly.
So
you ever see that clip of Biff doing up on stage with the guitar? Not of Biff, but
the answers to questions. Yes.
That's a cool fucking song.
Yeah, no, that is really cool. Yeah, he's pretty funny. I've seen him in a few things. There's a movie, I don't know if you ever saw, called Camp Nowhere. And it has him and Christopher Lloyd in it.
Yeah.
And that's just a little dinky film, but it's really pretty good. And both of them are excellent in it. That's one that just, kind of, went under the radar, but it's a fun movie. So, if anyone's out there still watching at this point, check out Camp Nowhere, especially if you're a Back to the Future fan.
This is why I want to do 40th anniversary of these movies that just flew under the radar. I think they deserve the chance to shine and be brought to everyone's attention so that they have their own chance at getting a little bit of love from fandom.
I understand that. I agree with that. I had a friend at the Cavern that knew I was into movies, and she said, give me a list of movies I should see. And she hadn't seen, I'm saying like Ghostbusters and stuff. She hadn't seen any of these movies.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I gave her this list. And then she also wanted a list of the movies I was in. So I gave her that list. She never watched any. But I made her the list. But yeah, it's good for people who have not seen those old films to, whether or not we single out one each time, or if we should do a bulk of them. Here's movies from whatever year we think you should see. We'll figure that out as we go. Even though we talk about one and then we end up talking about 16 others.
Right. Do you realize how long that video would be, though? I mean, how long have we been running on this one? This one's just on Bad Medicine. Probably a half hour now.
Well, 20 minutes of it is me laughing.
Yeah, no shit.
I apologize for my unprofessionalism. But damn, that was funny at the time. Still funny now, to me.
And the thing is, like you said, nobody knows what you're talking about because you cut out so much. And even if you didn't
The
cut out,
sign said "Whore's Divorce," which is hors d'oeuvres. He thought it said "Whore's Divorce," thinking that there were whores. They were promoting whores on the sign at the strip club, saying we actually have hookers in this place, not just strippers. We're coming right out and saying what's in there. And then I just had to correct him because he didn't realize, because he speaks English.
that's right.
So he was confused about the word hors d'oeuvres that they serve because it's a classy establishment. So
Hors d'oeuvres looks like it's spelled like whore's divorce. Look at
and
it.
you're right. I mean, it is spelled "Whore's Divorce." It is.
And I remember at
But
the time
you're
not
right.
understanding what
And
the
I
hell divorce
apologize.
was.
I should be like, your wife would kick my butt right now. She is very, very defensive of you. She on a couple occasions told me not to make fun of you anymore.
Oh, really?
But if I can't make fun of other people, who could I make fun of?
Exactly. If you can't laugh at yourself, make fun of somebody else.
Exactly. I can make fun of myself.
Yeah. But you don't
I
want
do it
to.
on a regular basis. But
And with that thought, my name is John Horton. You've been watching In the Spotlight with myself and Kyle Pierson, or Kyle Pierson, depending on what side he is on this week. If he doesn't want to jump sides again. Thanks for watching. Make sure have you ever heard people say smash the like button?
yes,
What is this
used to be
smashing shit?
that's just a new word. It's just like when an album used to be released and it was, a new album drops. They changed it. Now it's shit drops. A new trailer drops. Then we went from clicking the like button to smash that like button. They want you to hit it hard.
Well, smash the like button. Comment below 6-7.
No. No.
All right, just comment
God.
below anything you like.
There is nothing cooler than two middle-aged men being hip. We're with it. We're lit.
Get crunk, son.
We're boss.
Oh, I hadn't heard that one.
I was gonna say that's going back. That was 80s itself.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Gag me with a spoon.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember Groovy.
Yeah.
I remember Totally.
60s. Totally Tubular.
Yes. Radical.
Jeez.
Cowabunga. How a fucking bunga.
I hated most of that crap when we were that age. Again, the 80s get a bad rap. You look at those, some you're like, oh my God, everybody was like that. I'm like, well, some respects, yes, but a lot of respects, not necessarily.
Not necessarily. All right, we will see you after you smash that like button and comment below and send it to your friends, all 6 and 7 of them. We'll see you next time on In the Spotlight, where we are going to probably, if I'm looking at the calendar correctly, we'll be showing a little video about our favorite. Fuck, man. This is why I let you do this part.
It's movies we're thankful for Thanksgiving. Movies that are definitely not necessarily our favorites. It's just movies that for some reason get us right here, man.
Much love.
But wait, there's more.
We're back. This edit is coming in somewhere because we realized we didn't actually clarify where the hell Spain was. It's not in Latin America. It's in Europe. So if you're looking for Spain, don't go to Latin America. Go to Europe. That's where it is. So we realized that we were dicking around and screwing around. We didn't do anything but actually explain what the hell we were trying to talk about. So anyway, there's that. The other thing is, when we're talking about this incredible cast, we forgot one of the most interesting aspects to this is that you have Gilbert Gottfried, who is a very well-known comedian now, although sadly he's since passed away. But just like Curtis, he is not playing a character you would expect him to play. He's playing a straight guy, just talking normal. He's not doing his usual, Affleck voice. He's almost unrecognizable. If you watch this entire movie and with your eyes closed, you would have no idea that Gilbert Gottfried was in this movie. And you watch any other movie he's in, and you're going to know he's in it right away. So that was bizarre.
Very bizarre.
So we needed to edit that in because that was one of the key things we realized after we were done with the thing. Is we're like, okay, not only did we never actually tell you for sure what the hell that was after we were joking about it, but Gilbert Gottfried needed some attention, even though his character is pretty dry in this particular film. Now and back to your regularly what?
They didn't even take him do a whole lot with him. He's one of those type of characters. Like if he was in the Police Academy movie, he would be a Blanks or Copeland or a Proctor. He'd be one of those kind of characters that was, he's like a bad guy, but they'd have storyline to him, not just have him do, oh, you were sitting in the wrong seat, so you're marked absent. It wouldn't be just something as simple like that. He should have had something done with him instead of just being anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that he was cast not to do what he normally does. Maybe he didn't do. I'm pretty sure he had to have been doing that then.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Because Beverly Hills Cop 1 came out in 1984. I'm not sure what year the second one came out, but because he was in that and he was doing this. Yeah. So back to our regularly scheduled review. Boom.
Some folks have a strange idea of entertainment.